Hey guys, so basically today we're gonna be celebrating our 6 months, which is really crazy because I would have never expected this. I wouldn't have expected this because um basically there was a point in my life where I did not want any guy. Like I was like, I'm gonna be heartless, like I'm gonna be a player, like because that's what I was taught, you know what I mean? Like that's all I knew. So I was like, okay, like let me just do my thing. Nobody's gonna bother me. I'm literally going to school to be a dental assistant, and here I am now. I'm a dental assistant. So I was like, okay, let's ball. Like let's prepare for me. Like let's get this show on the road. Until one day we met at Pico. And the thing was, I was like, okay, like low key, if I see a guy, I see a guy, you know what I mean? But I wasn't like hoping for it a lot. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, please, oh my gosh, is it this guy? Like, no. Like, again, I was just minding my own business. I was being a player. But at that time, I wasn't talking to anybody or anything. Like, I had no affiliations with like anybody, if you will. And so, there I am. Literally, I'll show like pictures and everything so then you can better understand what I'm saying, because if not, y'all are gonna be like, what are you talking about? So basically there's this big old stage, right? But then there's like a whole bunch of dirt. If you've been to Pico, you understand, you know, what it's about and the layout. So I'm showing you guys for those who don't know. And so then basically me and my girls, we were just like walking, like dancing and whatnot. We were just chilling. A couple of my friends got their own dates and stuff like that. Well, not dates, but people to dance with. And so then I guess it was my turn, and his cousin Ashanti comes up to the group. So Jesse's cousin Ashanti comes up to the group, and I thought she was mainly talking to one of my old friends. And she was like, oh, hey, like, do you guys want someone to dance with? Like, I can get that for you. And I was like, oh, shoot. Like, I looked at my friends because, like, I don't know what they want. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what the vibes were. I didn't know if, like, they were like, no, let's do girls' night, just as girls, or we can do, like, like, we can hang out with some guys. I didn't know. So I was going to ask her, and before I asked her, Jesse comes by. And I'm like, oh, this guy's cute. But the thing is that I was mainly looking at it, my friend, and she's like, oh, like, you can go dance with him. And she pushes me towards him. I'm like, okay. And I'm literally, like, stepping on his feet. I'm like, hi, this is how we meet. And so, he asked me to dance. I said yes, because, first of all, he's attractive. Second of all, he looks my age. So I was like, hold up, like... And as I was dancing with him, I asked him, like, the questions. Be like, hey, like, how old are you? What do you do? Like, just gotta feel the guy out. And we're talking and this and that, and it's pretty cool. And then he's like, oh, like, it was good dancing with you. I was like, okay, like, thank you. And then, like, the thing is that with one of my friends, we were like trying to hide from this one guy that she was talking to, or like not talking to, but I don't know, they had something together. And so he was kind of being a creep and stuff like that. So we tried our very, very best to like walk away from the situation. And so we were just like running around the whole stage. It was so crazy. And then afterwards, like, we in the same place where we were at, keep in mind, because we were just running around, and then we went back to where we were, and then I see Jesse like straight ahead, and I'm like, okay, hi. And I'm like, oh shoot, like, and my friends are like, oh, what's up? I'm like, he's right there. And then like, girl, like, go shoot your shot. And by the way, sorry, I should mention before that, I was telling them like, oh my gosh, like, I'm like literally falling for this guy. I want to dance with him again. But the thing is, I was like, no, like, I'm a girl. He needs to come up to me and be like, hey, like, can I have like another dance? Because hello, that's the guy's role. I ain't a guy. No. So I was like, oh my gosh. So when I saw him again and like we made eye contact, I was like, oh, okay, like what's up? And then we made eye contact again, and then he was like coming over. I was like, oh my gosh! And my friends were like, what? And I was like, he's right there. He's literally right there. He's literally right there. And they're like, oh my gosh, like go dance with him. I'm like, oh, I know, like I will. Like why would I not? But I'm just nervous, like in the sense of like he's really cute. Like I've never seen a guy that cute. And like again, I was in like my little like heartless stage, so I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna mess this up, you know, if anything were to pursue. and so then literally we dance, we talk into the whole night, which was only like an hour or so, but either way, and then he asked me for my number, and here we are. We've been dating for 6 months now. Today is us celebrating that, so that really means a lot to me, especially like with the story of me sharing it to you guys, because we've come a long way. Like I would have never thought that I could meet someone like him and have like my whole viewpoint change back to how I was, because I was a lover girl. Like I really was. I was the type that was like, okay, I'm down for you, like through it all. But just, you know, things happen, and that's the thing, like, you know, when things happen and rough stuff happens, that doesn't mean you can just, you know, be like, okay, I'm gonna be bad because they were bad to me. Like, no. I've been through that just for a little bit, and I hated it, because then you start to honestly like hate yourself and be like, okay, like, you know, like, oh dang, like I hurt somebody because I was hurt, or because I am hurt, you know. So it really does impact you. So just remember that when you do find that good guy, like, don't let go of him. Trust me when I say that. Like, I really am not letting this guy go. And I'm not letting him go out to the streets. No, nothing. He's all mine, guys. So yeah, I'm really excited to see my baby, and he's coming over. So he's coming over to pick me up. So I'm really happy. But that's our story. I will definitely say, you know, it's not been a smooth ride, and it will never be a smooth ride. Even if you see like all these TikTokers and famous people being like, oh yeah, like a relationship is all good. No. Behind the screens, once that camera shuts off, there's an argument that already happens. Why? Because that's just relationships. It's not all picture perfect. But anyways, I would love if there's any girls out there that are listening to this, like comment down below some like questions about relationships and stuff like that. I might not know all the answers, but I'll try to give it to you guys. And just note, little one thing, that I personally don't really condone like being in a relationship when you're young, because I feel like that's your time to shine. That's your time to focus on your studies, focus on what you want to do.
What's up, party people?
Let's go! It is our 6 months!
Yeah!
Yay! And basically, you don't know, but I pre-recorded and I basically told them about like how we met and everything.
Aww.
So if you want, you can get like your side of the story, I guess you could say. But when we park and we have our food, I just want to eat a little light today, so this is what I got. We'll give you a little food haul when we park. But we just wanted to say hi, because we missed you guys. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, so I got a coconut whip with waffles, basically, and strawberries. I didn't want blueberries, because I don't like blueberries.
Where's that from?
Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice.
And what'd you get, baby?
Yeah, I got some Chick-fil-A. I got the fries. And basically, I got a spicy deluxe. I got spicy deluxe with fries and a Coke. Yeah.
Your Coke's right here.
My Coke's right there.
Yeah, so baby, if you want to tell us like your side of the story, or if you want to eat right now,
we do a little mukbang, talk and eat.
Okay, do it.
Never forgot my ketchup. Have you seen those memes? Actually, there'd be like, wow, the guy looked at the camera like if it was our fault, because there's a guy on the top of the fridge, like on top of the fridge, he falls, and then he like gets up slowly, and then he goes. Like saying like it was the camera's fault, like the viewers.
No, but there's people that be like, damn, like they look at us like it's our fault. Like there's just videos like that where they look and be like, you guys did it. And you're like, hey. But yeah, you can go on.
So first off, I didn't know what Pico was. I didn't know at all until like a week prior, I think. Because I have an aunt and uncle, and my uncle gets like enters raffles on radios and stuff like that, and he ends up winning tickets. So he won like I think 10 tickets, and he ended up giving me some and Ashanti some, my cousin. And we were like, who are we taking? So she ended up taking her boyfriend, and I ended up taking Chris because I didn't have a partner at the time. So we were like, you know what, let's go. We ended up going. I had no like intentions of anything. I just wanted to go for the experience. We went like bright and early. I think we got there at 3, and we were just looking at the horses performance. We were sitting up in the stage, and basically like a little concert. And then
It's a baile.
yeah,
I showed them like the stage and everything. I'm gonna show them that when I talked about how I found him. But go ahead.
I have a clip of actually one of the singers if you want to show that too.
Yep.
Otra vez que se quedan con ganas, otra vez que el mal con la vida se cansó de esperar.
You guys will see that. You guys probably already did, but yeah. So like we're once everybody started leaving quick, they started leaving the stage quick, and I was like, wow, why is everybody rushing? And then they opened the doors to the baile, to like the floor area. So everybody started rushing in. I was like, oh. And then like the group I was with, we ended up going down the stairs too, and we were like, where's the entrance? How do we get there? And we just wrapped around. We finally got in, and I was just vibing with the music. Yeah, I started vibing with the music with my the group I was with, and then I ended up dancing with Ashanti, and like we danced a bit, you know, because that's the only person I was able to dance with. And then,
Sorry, not have to pause. But when he said like they were trying so hard to find like where to go to dance, that's crazy because that was the same scenario that my friends and I were in, because like everything was just like so crowded, and then there were some gates that were open and some gates that weren't. I don't know about for your case.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, so how did they get in? I was like, there's no way. But I think it was kind of like an exclusive part first, like in the sense of like, I don't know how they got it on.
Like only the
influencers.
performance were able to talk, like go into.
No, it was the random people there first. I remember that there was random people there first, and then like everybody else can go. I don't know if they were like famous or it was like a VIP type of thing, but that's just what happened. But go ahead, babe.
But yeah, once we finally got the door, like we finally found the door to go in. We went in, we started vibing, and I had no hat at the time, and I was like, for some reason I want to get a hat, a tejana. I want to get one. Like it just crossed my mind. And I was looking at them, and I was like, okay, this one, maybe not. This one, maybe not. And I ended up going with the black one with the feathers on the side.
You look so handsome. Sorry.
That's the reason I was bringing it up, because my baby Christina, she said that's the thing that stood out. Wasn't it not? Like,
in a sense, no. I'm not trying to be cutesy or anything, but like for real, it wasn't necessarily that. It was like, okay, he has a cool hat, but honestly the first thing that really captivated me was his eyes. Like his really nice eyes, and especially like it was just everything about that day, night, whatever, that was like, dang, like he looks really handsome. But continue, baby.
but when I was technically on the dance floor, like Ashanti was trying to get me to dance with people, and I was like, no, like I don't want to. And then like I just randomly turned around, and I saw a beautiful girl wearing a nice red blouse, you would say, shirt or blouse? A blouse. And her hair was all flowy. There was like very black hair flowing, and like she was standing out to me. And I looked at Ashanti and I was like, she's beautiful. I would dance with her. And then she was like, then go ask. And I couldn't. And then I was just vibing, like dancing with the music and the stage. And then out of nowhere.
Sorry.
Yeah?
In this part, I want you to get really detailed because I want to know. I feel like I just want to know what was going through your head and everything. You know what I mean? So go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know. Just go ahead.
But once Ashanti came and tapped me on the shoulder, and she was like, I got a dance partner for you. And I looked at her, I was like, what do you mean? And then I see her, like, she was with the group, 2 other girls, but like she was the one that stood out to me. And I just kept staring. I was like, whoa, like I just couldn't believe it. Like I was mind blown. Like she's so beautiful. And I started walking up to her, and then she ends up getting pushed into my arms, and I started catching her, and I was like, oh, I froze. I didn't know what to say, and I was just like, do you want to dance? Like she was already in my arms technically, and I asked her to dance, and then started dancing. I couldn't, like, I stayed close because she was trying to talk to me, so I was like, oh, I gotta be close, and I got closer and closer, and it was just like a nice vibe. I really liked it. And then we danced for one song, and then was it then when I said like thank you for the dance, and then I bowed? I bowed in front of you saying
I didn't know he was gonna
you.
say that. I would have added it, but I didn't know if he was like comfortable with me
I
saying
bowed and said thank you for the dance. Like if it was like a what do they call it? like a ball dance? It was just like that. Like if I was wearing a tux, she was wearing a dress, but I was wearing boots. We were both wearing boots. So I just like, I don't know. And then I walked back, and I was like, there's no way I did that. Like, why did I do that? There's no way. So
I'm so sorry, babe. That was me, my exact same thought when I was like talking, because the whole time I was the one, no offense, babe, I was the one who was initiating the conversation a lot. I was the one asking a lot of questions. He was too a little bit, but I was more so doing it. And so when I went back, I was like, what did I just do? Like, that's a whole different Christina. I don't know who that was. Like, I was, and I still kind of am, like, such a shy person. And meeting new people, I'm not like, oh, hey, like, my name's Christina. Like, how old are you? This and that. Because that's how I was with him. I was like, wait, what the heck? Like, I don't
questions
know.
back to back. Like, if I was being, like, what is that word?
Like, we were on a date, kind of. That's
Yeah.
how I felt. Like, the questionnaires.
I was gonna say, like, you shining the light at me, like, interrogating me. I thought that's how it felt a little bit, because you were asking a lot of questions and I was just answering them.
I'm not gonna dance with a random guy, especially I didn't know your age. Like, I need to know stuff about you, you know, like,
That's
God
funny.
forbid something happens to me, you know.
That's funny, because I was about to turn 20 like in 15 days, and she asked from like how old I was. I didn't want to say 19. I was like, I'm about to be 20, so I'm gonna just say 20. I was like, oh, I'm 20. Like, that's the first number I said. And then when, like, the second time I asked you for that dance, because when I said, like, thank you, I was like, we had talked saying, like, she likes dancing a little quicker, because it was a slow dance kind of. So when I went back in, we started talking, like, started dancing first, and after the dance, we stood together and we were talking, and I was like, by the way, like, I actually turned 20 in a few days. Like, I'm 19 right now.
In my head, I was like, why would you lie about that? Like, you're gonna turn 20 in a couple days, you're gonna turn 20 in a couple days.
Because when you asked for my age, I didn't want to be those kind of people saying, like, oh, I'm 20 in like 15 days. I just said, like, oh, keep it nice and simple. I don't want to overcomplicate
Just say
it.
19 then. I thought, what was the point? You could have just said 19. And then, like, a couple days later, be like, oh yeah, my birthday's coming up. You want to come? Oh yeah. Which, by the way, that happened. He was like, hey, like, you want to come? And unfortunately, I didn't go. I feel like, honestly, if I would have gone, I'm sorry, babe. If I would have gone, it would have been, I generally feel like, in a sense, there would be a different relationship that I have with their family, because I would have known them first by that and be like, oh shoot, like, you just met her at Pico, like, oh, that's nice, now she gets to, like, be at the party. That's fine, it's okay. I wouldn't change it for anything. as you were saying, baby.
We started talking from there. I started asking her questions about like what she's doing in life, and like the fact that she was actually going to school for a dental assistant really like shined the bright light on her, because she had something going for her. She wasn't just unemployed at home or anything. She was like actually trying, and that's what I wanted. And I was like, it felt nice hearing that. And then we just started like more conversating, and then before she left, I ended up asking for her number.
Yeah.
I asked for her number, and what really got me happy is like she didn't just give me her number. I could have put her name and everything myself.
I did it.
She put her name
Sorry.
and a smiley face.
I wanted to put a winky face so bad, guys, and not to be like, oh, but it was more like, okay, like I like you. You know what I mean? Like
It would have
cute.
been more like, ooh. It would have
Yeah.
been. I would have
That's
seen
why I
it
was
that way,
like-
and I would have been like,
That's why I was like, oh, I think it's too much, so I just put a little smiley face. Like, okay, hi.
and it's gonna forever stay as my contact for her.
Even though I changed it, cause this guy put his full name. He only has 2 names, but like still, like this kid put his full name on it.
I didn't know what to do, so I just put my first and last name. I was like, is that what I'm supposed to do? I didn't know. I don't give people my number like that.
Okay, but if you think a girl's attractive, you want to give your full name out.
It's easier for you to see how I am. I don't know. Research. You're not Joe, are you? We're referencing a show we watched called You. Oh.
I'm kidding.
Lie. Like, I know I lied as my age.
But for a
then,
bit.
for a bit, but then I came forward and I actually told you. I told you what I was doing in life. I told you like everything else. And I feel like as long as you're honest and you just go with the flow, you like have a nice time. Don't overstress it or anything. Like don't overthink. You should be fine. Go out there with full confidence. Obviously, don't be a weirdo on the first day, because that will just make them go away.
And that's the thing too. When you speak your truth, like you have to realize that in a sense there is like something that's gonna happen. It can either go bad or it can go wrong. Like he
Yeah.
said that like in a sense like I forgot how you worded it, but because I said that I wasn't like, you know, I was doing something for myself. If you're not doing anything for yourself right now, what makes you think someone wants you?
You gotta
You
focus
know?
on yourself. Make sure you
That's
live.
why I said it,
Yeah, make sure you live. Like, get comfortable with yourself too. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself, you're not gonna be comfortable around other people.
Dang, you said almost what did I say? But yeah, it's so true. Like, a lot of people go into relationships when they're like 13, when they're 14. If I can be a voice to people that are teenagers, I would say focus on yourself. Focus on
Enjoy your youth. They've told me that every single time, but I've never enjoyed
Listen.
my youth. And now that I'm getting older, I want to go back and enjoy my youth.
yeah, and
Do
it's,
all sports. Have fun during we call it break, but back then as a little kid, recess. Have fun. Don't bother with their girls. Like if you want to be friends, cool. Like have fun. You know?
exactly that is the time to have fun. Like my dad even had that mentality. I'm like, dang, Dad, I wish you kind of gave that as like a genetic thing and like give it to me. But anyways, like that's what it should be all about, you know. Like again, like we said, like you're young, and of course we're still young too, but we're talking to a more younger audience, so you know it's like 7 years older. 7 years younger, so different. But anyways, yeah, focus on that. Like if there's gonna be cute couples that you see, you're gonna be like, dang, like that looks really cute. No.
So Leslie Moreno, no boys, okay? I know you're watching, no boys. I love you though.
What you do?
What's up, guys? We're back on a Monday because I didn't have work. He doesn't have work. But he does have school, but it's okay. Afterwards, we're gonna go see his mom and, you know, have a nice dinner. If he can stop cleaning for once, and so we can get this video. Okay. So, I literally got to his house like a couple hours ago. Then we just chilled, and now what are we doing, baby?
We are cleaning my room.
Yeah,
It's don't show it though. It's very filthy. Yeah, let's just say it's not clean. And we are organizing and cleaning.
Exactly. So with that, yeah, Christina, please edit it so you don't really see much in the background at least. But yeah, we're just cleaning it up right now, getting everything ready, especially because it just needs to be cleaned, you know. So I'm gonna help out with all the cleaning knowledge that I know. So yeah, and then we'll vlog the rest of the way. Okay, guys, you ready to clean up the room a bit? It's a little bit messy though, but it's way better than what it was before. And thank you, Leslie. I like it a lot. So
yeah, all it is just my clothes.
mhm.
Like it's just like I have to put my shirts away, and then everything else is good. Like the really thing I wanted to do is get it mopped, broomed, and then just disinfect everything because I haven't cleaned the floors in a while. So I just wanted to make sure everything was clean.
And it smells really clean too because Jesse put on a candle, so
I did.
that's really nice. But yeah, now we're gonna see the next. Wait, what's going on?
What is happening?
Wait. Ah! There's my baby. He's going away. He's going to school. So while he goes to school, I'm literally just chilling here. But yeah. So let me see what we got here. We got a hot dog to eat. Jesse got me some puffs. Got water. Got some salsa for the chippies. Where's the other chippies that I got? Hold up. Not that I got, but it was from Jesse's house. Then I got Powerade. I don't know where it is. These are the ones for the salsa that I got right here. Fast forward to me spilling it in his car. This girl makes so good salsa. Like it's like a good spice. But yeah. And then we have a fun event. And maybe someone might join the video with us. That'd be cool. But we'll see. Okay guys, Jesse is now out of school. I don't know where he's at. But he literally just texted me saying that he's out. So we'll see. I don't know where he is, but he's gonna get out soon, hopefully. Yeah, I see someone get out. So we'll see. I'm low-key nervous. I don't know why. You guys, he's here. Oh, hello. He's right here.